Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For this cycle, I guess you would call it, I'm going to use the Awaken Tarot. I haven't used this one in a while, but I do like this deck. I think it was created like a group effort because it's got team, I always mess up the name, RYVE, so Reeve. And there's myreeve.com at the bottom if you want to check that out. So that way if you like this deck and you want to check it out, feel free to do so. There's that. The Oracle cards I'm going to be using are Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Big fan of Sandra. And the website, that's why I got the book out. The websites are, am I on the right one? Yep, there are a bunch of Hay House websites. Feel free to freeze frame and go into any of those you're interested in. Sandra Ann Taylor, I think there's something on the back here too, so I'll show you that. Feel free to freeze frame and check out any of the information. I think there's a website at the bottom, or there's a Hay House Radio link there or something. And the last part is I do use dice. For the major arcana, I use a 22-sided dice. I use 22 as 0 for the Fool, and then, up to 21 is the World. And then I have a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and then I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. And Math Art Fun, I think, is what the website is. If I get that close enough, hopefully you can see it. mathartfun.com if you want to find the dice. Alright, I think we're good with that. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and now let's go on to your read. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? Okay. This is very hot cold right off the bat. It's funny because sometimes I think to myself I don't shuffle on camera because when I watch other people's videos I don't want to see the shuffling. I'm just like, I don't know, it doesn't work for me. But also sometimes people are like, oh, you just cherry picked the good cards. I'm like, well, I don't know why you're thinking that. Watch a few of my videos, you'll find out that that's not the case. And this is definitely one of those where I clearly didn't cherry pick all the good cards because there's a rough one right off the bat. The Ten of Swords is what we're starting with. Isn't that fun? So much fun. I'm also noticing, though, that you're not really, like, knocked off your block about this. You're just kind of like, yep, another day, another dollar. I don't know. It seems to be like, yep, that's happening. I'm not surprised. This is something you knew was there. So if this reading is going to hit for you, it's like we're dealing with something that you knew was there. It's kind of like, yep, knew that was messed up. I just wasn't going to clean it. Knew that was a problem. I wasn't going to fix it. I wasn't the one who did it. So it might be one of those things. And it's kind of like you knew it was there. Okay. But now, this is the part you're not going to like. It's in your way. It's kind of like there's a mess in the hallway, right? Somebody made a mess. And you're like, I knew it was there, but I wasn't going to clean it. I wasn't the one who did it. The person who did it needs to clean it. I'm not cleaning up after people. I'm not your cleanup crew. Not doing it. Now you're like, all right, now I want to invite people over, and there's things we got to do. Like if I keep, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. And I feel like this is for the Capricorns who know themselves pretty well. Y'all know yourselves well. I feel like you do. And you're like, all right, I got a choice now. I can just kind of muddle through it and just leave it there, but it's going to annoy me that it's there. I'm going to have to go back and forth with it constantly, and it's going to get under my skin. I can either just clean it up and then just make sure I deal with it later with whoever did whatever, or I can leave it there and I can let it drive me mad. I'm not happy with either option, but right now, it just seems like I can't get the right person to deal with it. I just can't get the right person to deal with it, and it's aggravating me. This is kind of why that Ten of Swords energy is there. Judgment has already been passed. You already know how you feel about it. This is nothing new. How you feel about it is how you feel about it. That's not coming out of the... No. You know how you feel about it. So, I feel like the majority of you are just going to clean it up, but you're also going to remember, and you're like, all right, the person who made that mess, they owe me, and I'm going to make sure they pay up. I'll decide later how that's going to work. But Capricorn, I know that you're... are you the... I want to say you're the goat. Are you the goat with the fishtail? It's not coming into my brain right now, but... a lot of times I think of Capricorn as the elephant energy because of the that memory, like elephants never forget, that type of thing. A lot of power, a lot of you better not get in my way, like once I've made up my mind, here I go, and you don't forget. I feel like Capricorns don't forget. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I feel like y'all don't forget. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm doing what I need to do. This isn't going to change what I want, but I'm going to remember, and there will be retribution for this. That's what I'm getting from this. So, wherever that needs to go, you're making the decision that benefits you most for right now. Kind of like, all right, I'm having people over. I don't even want to. I don't want to let alone explain it, let alone deal with it. No, I'll clean it up. I'll put it where it's going to be. But there might be some more added things to that too. It's kind of like, all right, there were certain things in the hall. And it might be like, oh, I'll clean it up, but I'm going to put it all away too. Maybe there were certain decorations or certain things, like, I'm cleaning it up, and you know what? Some of the walls are damaged. They kind of need to be repainted. You know what? I'll fix it, and it's going to be the color I want it to be now. Nobody else wanted this. Maybe you wanted chocolate brown, just for argument's sake. And everybody else is like, no, we want lavender, so that it was lavender. You're like, all right, wall's damaged. Needs to be repainted. I'm going to put all this stuff away. None of these decorations are going back in here. And now, chocolate brown it is. They don't like it? Too bad. I guess they should have picked up their own mess then, huh? Because I'm getting like, all right, I have to pick up the mess? Oh, it'd be picked up all right. It'd be picked up the way I want it to be. And I feel like I'm moving forward with that. This might also put something more in your category, kind of like, you know what? I compromised with that. I went along with that because, I was being cooperative. But now y'all don't want to pull your end of the bargain. Y'all don't want to do what you're supposed to do. That's okay. I'm going to rebalance this to my benefit. And here we go. And we're going to do it. You got the Sun card here. It's kind of like, this is a great thing. There's nothing to feel bad about this. This is, fair warning to people who mess with Capricorn. You'll balance it out the way you need to. And, if that's how they want to play it, this is the retribution. It's not the worst thing in the world, but they won't like it. And every time they walk through that hallway, it's not like they're going to go out of their way to paint it a different color. It's not like they went out of their way to clean it to begin with. And they're going to see that all the time, and it's going to be a reminder, you should not have messed with Capricorn. You should have honored the contract. You should have cleaned up your mess. If you did things the way you were supposed to, it would still be that lavender color, and it would still be nice the way you wanted it to, but you didn't. You screwed over Capricorn, and Capricorn just decided to take control and do what they wanted, and that's fair. And that's fair. I don't know why I'm getting all about this about it. They want to play games? Okay, let's play games, because you're all going to lose. That's what I'm getting for it. You want to play with Capricorn? Capricorn's going to win that game. You're all going to be sorry. There's a lot of love around you, but I also feel like you're also getting support with this decision, because I feel like, if we're going to use this same hallway analogy, not only do you clean it, you fix it, and you put it the way you want it, and other people are like, hey, y'all should have cleaned up your mess. You left it for Capricorn to do. Therefore, it's Capricorn's business how Capricorn wants to do it. And if that's what the payment is, we change it to the color they want. We only have the decorations they want in there. Then that's the price. If you all did what you were supposed to do, it could have been different. But you wanted to skip out on your responsibilities. You got what you paid for. You do have support with this, too. I'm getting you definitely have support with this. Kind of like, hey, Capricorn had every right to do it the way they did it. Every right. Every right. Okay, so we're going forward. There's going to be a moment here going forward where it's kind of like you have a chance to really double down on this. You have support around you. You have a chance to double down. And there may be some misconception here. Okay. Because there's an opportunity coming forward for you, but you're already like, you know what? Maybe I'm happy with this. Maybe I'm happy with where it is right now. Sometimes I feel like some people get on your case and they're like, you know what, Capricorn? You made your point, but you didn't have to drill it into the ground. I feel like for the Capricorns this hits for, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a point where you've made your point and you've balanced it out, but you're like, yeah, but I'm still ticked off about it, and you might take it a little too far. And at this point, you're like, you know what? I guess I've taken it far enough. I got the support around me. Maybe I should let it go. Which is ironic for this one, because they're saying don't do that. Don't let it go, because you're not finished with this situation. There's this weird energy, kind of like, you know what? People have given me a hard time before. They say I take it too far. You know, I don't feel like I'm done making it right, but they're like, no, you made your point. You're taking it too far, so maybe I'll just leave it alone, because people say I take it too far. Let me know if you feel, if that's off, just let me know. But I feel like some people like get on your case, like, you know what, you could have let that go. You didn't have to take it quite that far. This situation is saying, no. Don't hold there. Don't hold your breath at this point. Don't do the quiet thing. You're not done. There's something more through this door. What they're saying to do, okay, is like, we need to talk this out. We need to talk this out. Okay. Because there's other projects or other things that are going to come forward later. And we need to kind of like talk this out and let people know, like, hey, if you're not going to, you know, uphold your responsibilities, if you're going to leave things like that hallway a mess and you're going to keep doing that, maybe you don't need to be a part of this situation anymore. Maybe you need to go somewhere else. Because I don't see that it's too much work. For example, to like say originally the hallway was done one way, they left it a mess, and then you had to redo it, but then you redid it the way you wanted it to. That's too much work. If the people are going to be like this, where they're not going to hold up their end of the bargain, then maybe they just need to go now. Like, we don't need somebody just, you know, helping and getting things done, you know, compromising with somebody the first time around, then just messing around and not holding up their part of the bargain, letting go of their responsibilities, and then Capricorn just does what they want ultimately anyway. Why even bother? Just get out of this situation, just please leave it, and then Capricorn can just do it the way they want to start with, and then we don't have to have this extra, like, why drag this out? Why do it that way? If you're not going to do your side of the bargain, just step out now, just leave now, and then Capricorn can just do what they want, and we don't have to have all this ridiculousness. There's a choice here for them. They need to choose. And I feel like this is what we're going towards. Like, this is why they're saying, no, have the conversation. This is a good time. But they're kind of saying, angle it in that sense. Like, if you're just going to waste my time, just leave. Don't even bother. Why even do this? Like, we worked on that hallway. We did it. I compromised with you. We did it half what you wanted, half what I wanted. And then you neglected it. You left it a mess. The walls were damaged, so I had to fix it anyway. And you know what? If I'm going to fix it, I'm doing it my way anyway, so it just ended up going my way in the long run anyway. It was a waste of time. Don't waste my time. If you're not going to hold up your end and you're just not having that energy where you think you're gonna, please just leave now. That's how it's coming through. Take it with a grain of salt. I think you're shocking people. This is going to shock people, but this is also kind of like, listen, either do your part or leave. You're wasting my time. You are wasting my time and effort. And Capricorn's not here to waste their time. Capricorn does not show up to waste their time. I feel like I'm getting like really powerful with this. Like, a lot of energy is coming through. Like, I did not show up to waste my time. That's no. It's kind of like, and I also feel like maybe you want to like let them know. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So you'll let me know in the comments. This is the nice version. This is the nice version of Capricorn. Like, I'm letting you know nicely now. The more you waste my time, the more aggravated I'm going to get, the less you're going to like me. So if you don't have any plans on upholding your side of the bargain, you really should leave now. Because if you think you don't like me now, you're really not going to like me later. because I really hate when people waste my time. That's really, really, the more you do it, the more I dislike you. And I feel like you're giving people a chance. You're like, I'm just letting you know the rules of Capricorn. These are non-negotiable. This is how this goes. It may seem very structured and very harsh, but it's not. It's just fair warning. You got this far, and I'm not trying to drill you into the ground about this. I'm just saying, if you have no plans on upholding your side, please leave now. Do us both a favor, and please leave now. There's a question coming in, because this is shocking people. Do they not know you that well? I don't know. It depends on your situation. I understand that they're shocked, but like, all right, just to be fair, I grew up in a family where Capricorn heavy. There's a lot of Capricorns in my family. So I know you don't mess with Capricorns. I also know that, like, if you waste their time, that's one of the ways to really piss off a Capricorn. You waste their time, they're not going to be happy with you. And they're going to remember. And they're going to remember that. So, I don't know. For some reason, I guess they just don't know who you are. They just haven't really paid attention, whatever it is. They aren't going to like it at first, but they're going to realize at some point that this is how it is. So it's either, if they're going to stay, they better toe the line. They better do it the way they're supposed to. Or they really should leave, because this really will get worse. And I feel like they get that. Like, you're not kidding. You're totally not kidding. Keep reinforcing that, too. I feel like, Capricorn, I feel like you're good at this. Every now, just keep reminding them. Are you staying? Because I'm not kidding. And just start a project. Literally start a project, and you're like, I'm doing this one my way. The next project, if you're still here, I'll compromise with you. But this one's my way. So if you're gonna stay, help me with my project, and then the next one I'll compromise with you. Otherwise, if you don't like it, you should leave. I feel like this is what they're saying. Do it. Like, this is the next project after this one that we just talked about. Maybe we're doing the bathroom or whatever. We're doing the bathroom my way. That's how it's going. If you're going to stay, you're going to help me with this, but we're doing it my way. If you don't want to help me, you need to leave. If you stay and get through the bathroom with me, the next one we do, I'll do the kitchen after that. I'll compromise with you on that one, but not until we get to that one. I don't know. Does this sound harsh? Am I coming off like an ogre? Because I don't feel like it's wrong. I feel like this is like, we're just being really honest and setting the truthful boundaries. This is the truth. We're being right on the level about it. I don't think this is bad, but you'll show me in the comments if I'm being an ogre. I'm sure you'll let me know. But I feel like this is fair. Like, this is how it is. You want to thrive here? This is how you thrive here. You don't want to thrive like that? You need to go somewhere else, dude. Capricorn isn't playing with you. Anything else? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.